Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. And today we are going to be continuing on our journey over from, where did we start? Liverpool? I think we started in Liverpool and we're going to be heading all the way over to Lille. It has been a while since I've made an episode of this. I did try to make an episode a few days ago, a couple of days ago actually, I think. And for some reason the recording was all messed up, and when I tried to export it, it would export as just a couple of kilobytes, which as I'm sure you know is not enough for one of these actual recordings. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to, well, first of all, get around this roundabout. We're going to go down the A12 all the way down here through Blackwall Tunnel, join onto the A20, follow the A20 when it turns to the M20, go over here, end up over at the Blackwall, at the Channel, cross the English Channel, over into Calais, and then we're going to be on some new roads over in this direction, over into Lille. Now, also, I do know I'm a little low on fuel. With that being said, there doesn't seem to be anywhere that I can pick up fuel, unless I was going to go up towards Calais and then round, but I don't fancy doing that. So, and the only other option I've got is to go up and then down and then grab that one and come around. Is that something I could do? Go there, down there, across there, jump onto that one, pick up fuel. In fact, annoyingly, though I want to go down these new roads, that's probably going to be our best bet. In actual fact, it's a little bit longer. It is a little bit longer, but I think that's the one we need to do. So, that's just to pick up fuel. Now I've got to remember, let's see if I remember to actually stop for fuel. Anyway, so let's see what's happened. So make sure you stay tuned for the next, I'd say this is probably going to be about half an hour for that. Okay, so here we are, stopping at this red light. We don't want the 406 south. We are going to be working our way around, easing into this lane, as you would. A12 west, that's what we want. Indicate to come off the roundabout here. Interesting lag at the moment. Not too sure what's causing that. Every now and then that happens. Alright, we have a 40 mile per hour limit here. This seems reasonable, 40 miles per hour. But as you can see, I was talking about the fuel just before the intro. You can see that my fuel is just a smidge low. Now, coming up to Blackwall Tunnel, I do remember a 30 mile per hour speed limit. Also, those textures don't seem to be right on the bollards. You can see the textures are pink. I think we've got some textures that have failed to load in or are missing, potentially. Right, here comes the 30. There's actually a speed camera right here on the Blackwall Tunnel approach. Not saying that because I've been caught by the speed camera. It's also not 50 through Blackwall Tunnel, though I suppose if it... Oh dear. The lag is pretty bad. What is going on? Why is there so much lag today? It's not that my computer's doing anything. Oh, I wonder if it is. I wonder if there's something else that's... And it goes up to 60 there for some reason and then back down to 50. I'm not sure what that's about. Also, I think I'm going to have to change lanes to head to Lewisham. I think we can't go straight after some point. Okay, we're just going to have to deal with this lag just for now, until I can work out what's going on. Yeah, it looks like not... I think the textures haven't loaded completely for the bollards. Interesting. That guy's coming... Oh, which way am I going? This way. It is really bad right now. I'm gonna have to check out what's going on. Normally this is a problem because something's downloading for some bizarre reason that shouldn't be, or something like that. Anyway, like I said, I hope everybody's having a good day or a good week. I think a lot of people in Britain aren't at the moment, but that's to do with political things. Welcome to Kent, the Garden of England. I used to live in Kent for a short period of time. I assure you, Kent wasn't this laggy. Not sure what this guy's doing. This is a 70-mile-per-hour road for him, but oh, now he does that. Of course he will. Very interesting. Right. So this is the M20. I'm not going to go too fast actually here. I don't think there's any point going too fast. This is where the whole Operation Stack happens, because we'll be coming up to the Channel Tunnel right now, the Channel Tunnel approach, and obviously there's a lot of traffic on these at certain points, and they employ what is known as Operation Stack, and that is shutting down parts of the M20 to ensure that there's enough space for lorries. Now, I don't know how it works in its entirety. I've never actually looked at how exactly it works. Where do they shut it down from? How many miles? Where does the other traffic go? So on and so forth. But I have seen pictures of this entire area covered in nothing but lorries. I'm assuming it must be this entire area here. So from that last junction over to 11A over here. So we're actually going over here, and I know that this entire area gets clogged up as well. So this is all part of Operation Stack. Obviously slip roads everywhere, as you can see. I do wonder how to get onto that slip road. I'm curious. I think 30 now, but I do believe this is where the freight's going. Yes, it is. Look at the amount of lag. There was an update for Euro Truck Simulator, or at least it showed an update. And maybe the updates caused it? Achievement progress, Bon Voyage, 4 of 23. Okay. I've got to stop here. I'm not actually going to stop. I'm just going to go right on through. It's a shame about these certain missing textures. That's a little bit annoying. Okay, and we just continue over into France at a lovely 20 miles per hour. Now apparently this is 50. I'm assuming that's now swapped to kilometers per hour. No, that's 50 miles per hour. How is that supposed to be 50 miles per hour? I don't understand. I think there are a few bugs here. Now there is a 30 here. Oh dear. I am going to say one thing, and that is the last time I recorded this, that wasn't there. These roadworks weren't there the last time I recorded this. So that's interesting. I mean, this all was there, and I know that this is all part of where they have lorries sort of log jammed. And obviously we've been down this area before without the lag. I should also probably apologise for my voice at this point in time. Unfortunately, for the next, well, for the foreseeable future, I guess we're just going to have to get used to it. I have to get used to it until I can figure out what exactly is going on, what's causing this, and how I fix it. Almost maximum retarder. Any more than that and we'll be activating that thing that's known as, is it a Jake brake? I cannot remember. We are losing revs even here because of the uphill, the incline. We'll just take 9th this time. I'm hoping when it loads in the next slot it won't lag once we get into France. If it does, between episodes I'm going to have to try and figure out what exactly is going on. As I said, I don't have a clue. Something about Euro Truck Simulator, just being able to drive in this, it's quite something. There's the Jake brake. I think that's what it's called. Let's keep this really slowed down. And onto the ferry. Now, again, I wish that this was further up. I have mentioned this before so that I could get on the ferry a little bit better. Right. Folks, on to Calais. Lovely. So we're going to go there, and then we've got to head there. So we'll go up, around, into Belgium, and then that should do the trick. Next stop, France. Eventually. There we go. Okay. Let's get out in second, I suppose. Off this train. I wish they would have a proper TGV here or something. That would be absolutely awesome if they could do that. Having an action instead of these trains that you can see, these locomotives that we're looking at. So hold on. Oh look, someone's delivering a fire engine, fire and rescue. Instead of these locomotives that clearly don't seem to resemble anything as far as I can tell. Maybe some old DB engines, DB locomotives, sorry. Maybe those, but if we could have a proper TGV or Eurostar locomotives that we would get up here, that would be awesome. Right, where am I supposed to be going here now? I think I remember. It's a shame again that we can't go that way. I think we have to go down this. Now again, now the speed limit's only kilometers an hour, but my GPS will handily give it to me in miles per hour, which is really good. I'll just potter along at about 20. It does feel a lot slower. 20 miles per hour feels a lot slower in game than in real life. I think it's all to do with the field of view and everything. I think it just makes it seem a lot slower. Actually, I'll stand corrected. Maybe not a lot slower, but there is a definite difference. You can see it for sure. Alright, so we're going to stop here. And, right, this time we're supposed to look this way first. Nobody... Changing gears is going to be something that I really need to work on. Nice, slow gear changes. And again, this is something that I remember somebody left a comment once saying about how my... Oh, which way are we going? Hold on. Oh yeah, we're going to go along there then round there. Okay, that's fine. Somebody said that it's interesting to see somebody driving on the right in a right-hand drive, because obviously this is designed for British roads, where we drive on the right, but we're left-hand drive. So we drive on the left, but we're a right-hand drive. That's what I meant to say. Let's do 10th. There we go. Right, hopefully nobody there. Nobody. Oh, the lag is still here. Crashed vehicle offence. I saw no crashed vehicle. Did anybody see a vehicle? Because I didn't. I did not see a single vehicle. I didn't hear a bump. I didn't feel anything in the wheel. I feel like that was bogus. Yeah, so our steering wheel is on the right hand side, but we drive on the left. That gear change is always slick. I like that gear change. Okay, so what are we going to be doing here? Let's see. So we would be turning off at this junction. Where would we be going? Hold on. Oh no, we're turning off here. Okay, we'd still be turning off here, but instead of... I see what's happening. We can't even go that way. Keep it slowing down. Don't want to be going too fast around this. And instead we are going in this direction, as opposed to the opposite direction. That's where we would be going. There we go. Lovely. Get it to 10th. Calais, onwards. Lag, always. Supposed to be going pretty fast here. Unfortunately, this lorry is not picking up speed, as I would expect. It's a 50 mile per hour limit. Straight to 12th. We'll do nicely. I remember this corner. This corner for some reason used to catch me out. I think again it's the whole concept of the lane that I'm driving in, and it's really, it just confuses me. Even though I know what I'm doing, it just confuses me to be driving in this fashion. I think that's exactly what's sort of catching me out. Right, at the roundabout we're taking the first exit. Down to 30. That's an interesting roundabout sign. Okay. What on earth? What on earth happened there? Right. Oh, that was interesting. That's what I mean about roundabouts. Not exactly how you use them. Oh yeah, I should point out I came across one of these broken roundabouts in whilst I was driving. In real life, I mean, not in Euro Truck Simulator. Obviously, we come across them all the time. I came across one of these, what I deem to be broken roundabouts. So it has an inner lane that actually doesn't swing out anywhere. So you've got an outer lane, an inner lane, but the lanes don't go anywhere. So the outer lane you can get off at every junction. But the inner lane, if you're on the inner lane, you've got to cut across the lane, or just go round and round and round and round and round for eternity, essentially, which was awkward. And it's odd because I've used that roundabout before, and I've always used the outer lane, and this is, I think, the first time I've ever had to use an inner lane. And I used the inner lane, and I thought, what? Now, thankfully, that roundabout wasn't busy at all. So I cut across, but I thought if this was busy, this would be almost impossible to manage. Why is this 30 up this? This seems like a really bad idea. That seems like that was a really bad idea. Right, no vehicles. No crash vehicle offence. Thank you. I think that didn't give us enough of a run-up. Oh, look at this scenery, though. Going through some new scenery. Make sure, I've got to remember, it's this road. There's a petrol station down this road I need to stop at. Because I've only got 400 miles of fuel left. Or 300 litres. Alright, let's, this is very nice. Very nice scenery. And it's running smoothly. There's a petrol station, I see one. That's obviously on the opposite side, but there's one on this side too. That is the petrol station, right? Certainly looks like it. It's Total. Ooh, okay, come on, there we go. Lovely. We'll take the outside because it will give us a bit more room to swing our truck. Right, let's handbrake on and we will fill the fuel tank. And we're done. It's going to cost us £1,000. £1.25 for diesel, which, is that cheap? That may actually be a little cheaper than here. I think diesel here is a little bit more expensive. This isn't going to go well, is it? No, it's gone well. Can we reset the trip meter? I don't know. I doubt it. Now at this point, I think because we're coming back onto a motorway, every single gear is going to be required. Eighth. Ninth, just to get ourselves back up to speed. I'm getting used to picking these gears now. 11th, and I think we're good. That took a while to pick up though. That really did take a while to pick up. Now, for an engine that has quite a lot of horsepower, that did take a while. I don't know why I'm looking in that mirror. I suppose I was looking this way and I decided, let me just look slightly further over. Have a look just in case there's any car that's coming along to potentially cut me up. Or that I feel like cutting up. Anyway, we're just going to be on our way. We're almost in Lille, it seems. It looks like we're going to have to change lane here. This is interesting. We're going to actually have to turn off. What kind of motorway is this? Oh wait, end of motorway. Never mind. And this is going to be another interesting, very interesting junction. Okay. I think I've got it. This is dangerous. Okay, that worked. It's now raining. Of course it is. Oh, 10th will do, or 9th. Let's use some lights. It is definitely raining now. Okay, where are we headed? Lille discovered. Bon voyage. 5 of 23. Lovely. So almost at the end of this episode. I did say it would take half an hour. It's been about 23 minutes since we began our journey. Just ooh, I like the colours on the front of that trailer. Back of the trailer a little bit dull. That being said, my trailer is completely dull. Roundabout. Hooray. This is going to be fun. I'm just going to go straight onto it. I have no idea how I'm going to use this. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it as I'm supposed to, which is cutting across like so. Alright, so we've got a Scania dealer here. We've got a workstation here, workstation garage there, and we're going to turn off here, it seems. Oh, lovely. Oh, and we're going into BKP. That's going to be an interesting one. Please don't let there be any cars. Please do not let there be any cars. Cars are going to be a bad thing here. Oh, look at the lag. Right. Always got to be careful bringing a truck into here too. Really got to get it right on this edge to ensure that there is enough room to turn the trailer in. That should be good. No cars over there. Now where do you want it? Oh, thunderstorm. Okay, I think I can see where they want it already. How do I get it there? Okay. Here comes the difficult part. Is working out how I'm going to get this over there. Right, let's start by doing this. This way I can swing things further around. Okay. Now I need to be able to reverse this, but because there are no cars, this gives me enough leeway to do essentially a UE. Being able to do a UE in a truck like this is fantastic. Can I go into first, please? Thank you. Okay, now once I've done that, I want to be able to reverse it. Now it's going to be a blindside reverse, unfortunately. Sticking my head out of the window in the heavy rain. Right. And the reason it's going to be a blindside reverse is because this isn't going to go well. Not quite as well as I'd hoped. The reason it's a blindside reverse is because I don't have my steering wheel on the opposite side to tell me where I need to be turning, so I know roughly where I need to go. I just have to know what the length of the trailer is. At the moment I'm using shadows to work it out. There it is. Now it should be better. Now I can see it, even though it's blindside, I should still be able to back it in. Is it going to accept that? Please accept it. It is. Fantastic. Right, get my head out the rain. Do that, and that. Fantastic. Okay, and that's that done. Chemicals delivered. Lovely. Drove 421 miles, took 9 hours 56 minutes, used 300 litres of fuel, essentially used about three fuel tanks of a... No, not 3 fuel tanks of a saloon car, 5 fuel tanks of a saloon car, roughly. you say they're about 60 to 70 litres, so let's say a 65 litre fuel tank, we use about 5 of them. We've got some money, we've got some 33 grand in for the base, we've got some proficiency bonuses, a delivery bonus, long distance bonus, urgent delivery bonus, fantastic, and we've got some trailer manoeuvring XP. We're halfway to our next level. We need another 1,400 XP, or thereabouts, 1,300, which means that we could, in theory, get it on the next job. Current company offers, let's have a look before we end this episode. We have diggers to Rotterdam. That sounds like an interesting one. 23, and we could change what they look. Hold on, how are you supposed to change? Right, okay, we could just change the colour of the trailer. Interesting. So, we've got diggers to Rotterdam, we've got that to Erfurt, or we've got this to La Rochelle, which is, I think, the nose cone section, or the nacelle section of the wind turbines. Part of the nacelle anyway, the front of it. That one is worth the most per mile. That one gives us the most money, though it's going into France and I really don't fancy toll booths. So maybe the next episode is going to be diggers to Rotterdam. I think that should be a pretty good one. And then from there we'll see where we will head. It's not... I don't think it's going to give me the amount of XP I want, but it does give us the option to take something slightly different. So yeah, let's do that, or let's have a look if there's anything else. In the meantime, I'll start the intro. Yeah, why not? Outro. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadgets. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Also, you can find me on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/ecgadgets, and on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That's ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. Butter to Magdeburg, £155 a mile. I feel like that's going to be quite a good one. I think that's going to be the next journey. Well, either that one or the digger. Which one is it going to be? Find out next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2.